Hello everyone, my name is Swapnil Ghosh and welcome to my YouTube channel. It's your Blue Dream. So in this our very first video, we are going to discuss about a very important practical project in our physics that is called determination of Young's modulus, and we are going to determine the Young's modulus by Flexure method. We are not going to explain this practically because I don't have the real life instruments, but I will explain it in theoretically. So before starting the real practical project or real practical, we should know some different topics about Young's modulus, and we are covering this Young's modulus in few parts of this video. So it is the part 1, and we are going to discuss about some important topics which are very much related to Young's modulus. Okay, so at first we should know that there are many types of bodies there. Okay, so first type is purely rigid body. And what is a purely rigid body? If there is an if there is any amount of external force, means if there is a huge amount of external force is applying on a body, but there is no strain, the shape or the volume or any dimension of the body will not change because the body is purely rigid. So everything in real life should be changed about when it exceeds a huge number of force. So we can easily say that it's obvious that nothing can be a purely rigid body. It's an imagination, but we consider diamond and glass almost a pure rigid body because it don't have strain, but it breaks after a point. Okay, so then we can say about perfectly elastic body. Then what is a perfectly elastic body? A perfectly elastic body is a body if we are giving a external force on it, and when the external force is removed, the body will fully regain its previous I can say shape or volume or etc. What the force changes. Okay, so so it's also a imagination because there will be a little change, a very light molecular change in the body if a force is applied on that body. So it's also imagination. It is not a real thing, but yeah, the thing is when the force is removed, the external force is removed, the body will fully regain its actual structure, I can say. So in this perfectly elastic body, there comes another term called elastic limit. Then what is an elastic limit? Every body has an elastic limit. Means when the force exceeds a huge number of force, means sorry, when a force exceeds a limit of the force in like Newton or dying, then the body starts breaking, or there is a strain on the body, or there is also a stress of the body also. But it means every body has a elastic limit. After the limit, the elasticity of that body fails and the body will break like in elastic limit is very high in steel, and in rubber it's very low. Now comes to another thing, it's called perfectly plastic or inelastic body. So if I am giving an external force on a body and the body purely fails to regain a little bit of its previous structure, means if I bended a iron rod, and if I saw that then the rod will not regain its previous structure, so it's I can say it's almost an elastic body, but it's also not in reality it's not possible, because a little bit molecular regeneration will happen if I give a force, and the body will regain a little bit, but we are not considered as it is very small, so it's called a perfectly inelastic body. Then what is a perfectly elastic body? It's the opposite, as I say before. The body will partly regain its shape or volume. Sorry, a partly elastic body is not regain its fully structure, means before the force is applied, but it partly regain its structure, means the body will regain some of the structure before, and it is the only thing that is possible in reality, and everything we are seeing in our daily life, or everything in this world, are partly elastic body. So there comes several terms called strain and stress. Then what is strain? The effect of stress or the deformation of a body due to stress. So we can say the strain is the result of stress. What is stress? Stress is the reaction force due to the external force which is applied on a unit area of a body. When a force is applied on a unit area, then the body also give a reaction force, and that reaction force is called stress. And the effect of stress means the deformation which the body got before for the external force is called strain. And we also say the rational change of primary length, volume or shape due to stress is called strain. So obviously because its strain is primary length by actual length, is the length changed by the primary length, it is unitless or dimensionless. And unit of stress is like the unit of pressure, that is F by A, Newton per meter square, or in SI, and dyne per cm square in CGS. Okay, so at first we have to understand there are various type of stress also, like normal stress, shearing or tangential stress, shearing and tangential stress. What is a normal stress? The reaction force to the perpendicular to the surface on per unit area is called a normal stress. It's the normal stress generally is measured for length or volume change. Measured for length or volume change. And what is a shearing or tangential stress? The reaction force parallel to the surface on per unit area is called shearing or tangential stress. It's mainly measured for a shape changing of a body, like if we consider a matchbox, if we applied force on the top, then there is a shearing stress happen, and the we can see the change of the perpendicular axes. So here comes the breaking load, means at which force, or at the which limit of force the body breaks, or the elasticity of the body fails and the body breaks completely, is called breaking load. And the breaking stress, the reaction force on per unit area due to the breaking load, is called breaking stress. Okay, so now comes the very important law, that is called Hooke's law, and every modulus of elasticity like Young's modulus and others are dependent on this law. So in 1676, Robert Hooke showed by Thomas Young, Robert Hooke discovered this law, and this law is performed by Thomas Young, that stress is proportional to the strain in elastic limit. In elastic limit, stress is varies to strain, and the stress by strain is equal to a constant. This constant is called modulus of elasticity of the object. And It depends on the matter of the object, temperature of the object. If the temperature goes up, then the modulus of elasticity goes down. Means is inversely proportional. The temperature is inversely proportional to the modulus of elasticity. The unit of modulus of elasticity is Newton per meter square Pascal in SI and dyne per centimeter square in CGS. So now comes into the topic which we really need, that is longitudinal stress and longitudinal strain. What is longitudinal stress? Length increase or decrease due to external force is called longitudinal strain, and the stress generated due to longitudinal strain is called longitudinal stress. In 11 and 12, we came to know that the ratio of this longitudinal stress and longitudinal strain is in elastic limit is called Young's modulus. So Young's modulus is equal to longitudinal strain by longitudinal stress by longitudinal strain is equal to F by A, that is longitudinal strain, and small l by capital L, that is longitudinal strain, is equal to F capital L by A small l. Or y is equal to, if we write f is equal to mg, then mg by a by l is equal to mg dot capital L by a small l. The unit of Young's modulus is Newton per meter square or Pascal in SI and dyne per centimeter square in CGS. Okay, so now see an example. The Young's modulus of copper is equal to 1.26 into 10 to the power 12 dyne per centimeter square. What it really means? It means that we need 1.26 into 10 to the power 12 dyne force per square centimeter cross sectional area of the wire to produce a unit longitudinal strain in copper wire. So till now we have discussed the previous definitions which we really need for Young's modulus. For part 1 this is enough, and we will discuss the main theory and procedures of the Young's modulus in our next video. So thank you for watching.